Do you know in a school without any standards like first standard, second standard, 10th standard, etc.? Do you know in a school where there is a court and a bank? Such a school exists in Kenchalgudu village near Mysore in Karnataka. Name of the school is Kaliyuva Mane. English it means home for learning. This is a free school for rural underprivileged children and out of system children. All regular schools work on the assumption that all children are like machines who can learn a predetermined textual input within a predetermined time interval in a predetermined way. But truth is, children have varied emotions, varied learning abilities, varied learning interests. So our school works on the philosophy, school for children rather than children for school. Then the question comes, who are out of system children? This is Suma. She joined our school 5 years ago. She is from a rural BPL family. She was 11 years old then, and she was in 6th standard in the government school. Family broke. Her father brought Suma to Kaliyuva Mane to put her into our school. I gave newspaper, just asked her to read the name of the newspaper. She was getting confused. She was unable to identify even Kannada alphabets. So we took her to All India Institute of Speech and Hearing. According to the report, her IQ was 100, but academic level beginner of UKG. Is there any school for her, free or paid? Can we integrate her with UKG children? It will be a humiliation for her. Can we integrate her with 6th standard children? She will not understand, anyway she was in 6th standard. So such children, mentally normal, but they don't have school in the regular school system, we call them as out of school system, out of school children. Now, Danish will speak to you directly.
Hi, I am Danish from Bengaluru. Though we had difficulties at home, my mother encouraged me to study. I never used to go to school regularly. I was happy exploring streets of Bengaluru. This made my mother unhappy. One of her friends told her about Kaliyuva Mane, so I had to join Kaliyuva Mane 3 years before. I was 13 years then. I thought Kaliyuva Mane was also another regular residential school, but gradually I started liking the environment here. There was no punishment. I was encouraged to study, so I started studying. This year I have appeared for 10th standard board exams, and I hope that I will get a good marks. I want to become a good teacher in my future.
So is there any school for out of system children? In spite of having CBSE school, government schools and ICSE school? So in order to educate them, we have to innovate and deviate from the mainstream education system. First deviation was, do you know is there any fixed period during which a school dropout regains his enthusiasm for studies? Can it be June, July? No, there is no fixed period. So in our school, admission process happens throughout the year. Second deviation was, always see happy minds learn faster. Happy minds learn faster. So what are the ingredients to create a happy mind? Love, care, empathy are the ingredients to create a happy mind. So in our school, a child entering Kaliyuva Mane need not attend classes immediately. It can roam around. It can explore things. It may take few months or few days. When the child is emotionally comfortable, one of our teachers sit with the kid under a tree. It starts with the kids. What are its backgrounds? Why child has not learned? What are the reasons? So we start interacting with the child. Then we will come to know its background, its current academic level, and all the challenges faced by the child. So we fix our curriculum based on these inputs. One more deviation is, consider the case of Suma. So she was unable to study in a mainstream school. So here also, we have not divided children as first standard, second standard, third standard. Instead of, we have divided them into flexible teams such as Chillipili, Chiguru, Chinmayi, Chaitanya, Viveka, etc. These are only temporary names based on their current knowledge, age, and their emotional acceptability. So having done this, then how do you fix the curriculum? I don't. One more deviation, biggest deviation is there any English medium school? There are only two types of schools, English medium or Kannada medium schools, isn't it? But our school is neither a conventional Kannada medium school nor a conventional English medium school. I teach mathematics and physics in the morning. I make children read one paragraph from the textbook. I make them learn spellings of all the words, meanings of all the words. Then only I go to the physics component of the textbook. One day I was teaching Danish. I was teaching not only but also the conjunction. Danish immediately raised his hand. I will give you the example. He told me. I was about to know. He told me, Kaliyuva Mane is not only a school but also a home. See, was he learning physics? Was he learning English? He was learning something more than that which I cannot articulate. There is one more deviation. We don't conduct annual examinations or any type of examination. What is the purpose of examination? To assess the children's knowledge, refix the curriculum, and devise new methods of teaching. So we don't conduct any exams. That we will be achieving by conducting simple, informal tests. That should be enough for us. Now, Mahesh will speak.
ಹಾಯ್, ನಾನು ಮಹೇಶ್. ನಾನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪ ಕೂಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿ 6ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ತನಕ ಓದಿದೆ. ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಪನಿಗೆ ಹುಷಾರ್ ತಪ್ಪಿತು. ಅವರು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ 5 ತಿಂಗಳ ತನಕ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೇಲಿ ಬಡತನ ಕಳಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರುವಾಯಿತು. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಬುಕ್ಕು ಪೆನ್ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಅದೃಷ್ಟನೇನೋ ನಮ್ಮ ಅಪ್ಪನಿಗೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರಿಸಿದ್ರು. ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು. ನಮಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಥರ ಪನಿಷ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಲಿತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. 2010ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು SLC ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ 2015ರಲ್ಲಿ BBMನ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ 74.48%. ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿ ಆಯಿತು. ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಆಫೀಸರ್ ತಗೊಂತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಮುಂದೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಆಗಬೇಕಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಾನು ಈ ಸ್ಕೂಲಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಕಿಡ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ನ ಚೀಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ.
Passion to action. I was working as an engineer for about 10 years. 3 crucial years I spent at Pondicherry. I was attracted towards Sri Aurobindo's concept of integral education. Then I was in Vivekananda Kendra, Kanyakumari for about 1.5 years. Somehow I felt this I should do. So in 1992, went to a village and settled there. Started conducting games for the kids, then started conducting some informal classes. At least 60 children used to come for my classes morning 6 o'clock. This motivated me. In 1996, Padma, a polio victim, joined me not only as my wife, but also a collaborator. Even now, she manages food for all the children, she writes accounts, and she teaches English. In 2000, my ex-employer from Pondicherry, he wanted to see me after 8 years. He came to the village and asked me, "What are you doing, Ananth, here?" I told him, "I'm teaching." Then he discussed with me. He told me, "If you want to start a school, I'm going to give you a land." He gave land of 3 acres. So in 2003, we bought the land. 2005, we started a school in a hut, chopping off some trees in the land, and 14 kids inaugurated it. Bank balance was 5,600 rupees. We put our own money for running the school. Now, I was working in Srirampura, as I told you. This taught me a lot of things. This grassroots level work taught me a lot of things, actually. I will narrate a small incident. I remember the name of the boy, Mallappa. He was very poor in mathematics, maybe rather arithmetic. You give him a sum of 2-digit addition and a sledge, he used to find it difficult. I thought there was some wiring problem in his brain. So once I was standing near a petty shop, Mallappa came near. He gave 50 rupees note. I mean, talking about 15 or 16 years ago. He demanded 3 kilos of rice and demanded exact change. Suddenly I thought, this boy is doing multiplication and subtraction mentally, but he cannot do it 2-digit addition on the slate. Suddenly I thought, no, some wiring problem is in my mind. So next day, I put my arm around him. I told him first, Malappa, you are very intelligent. Maybe first time he was hearing a positive comment. He was very happy. Then I taught him the concept of numbers. 5 stones, this is 5. This is 3 stones. He started learning. This helped me to conceptualize a kids bank in Kaliyuva Mane. So this is a bank. This functions from this kiosk. Normally, children need a lot of materials. They need stationery, they need toiletries, they want chocolates, etc. So in this small kiosk, we have kept all of them. We don't give them directly. So this bank has printed special currency notes and checkbook. Every month, a child gets a check for about 50 rupees. That's the initial money. Children will write a challan and deposit this check into their account. Then whenever they want, we have given them a personal checkbook, account book, and a passbook. They write a personalized check, present it to the bank, withdraw money, and they buy the materials. By this, they learn banking transaction, their arithmetical skill will go up, and they will be knowing the value of money. But speciality of the bank is, there is one more type of check, something called as gift check. When children display positive emotions or positive values by reflex, we give them a gift check. Similarly, there is a fine check also, so because there is a quotes connected with it. This is a quote at Kaliyuva Mane. Here the judge sits, accused and witness. Any child any child can put a petition there seeking justice. So currently, we teachers are, are acting as judges. We examine all the witnesses and accused and verify all the facts and give the verdict. So mode of punishments are, one, child has to give a fine check to the bank. Second is they have to do physical work. But there are some children, especially most of them are rural children, they prefer work. So such children, especially Danish, belong to that category. Then we make them sit, there's a place inside, we make children sit there watching games actually. We are not allowing them to watch games. So Danish, very, he used to get, brother, I will do work, don't make me sit here. So he was transformed actually. Now Shweta, another out of system girl, speaks to you now.
Hi, I'm Shweta. My parents are not educated. They admitted me to a rural school. I was not interested in studies. So teachers started neglecting me. I was beaten also. I started bunking classes. Finally, I dropped out the school. One day, my mother had gone to Kaliyuva Mane. She was washing vessels. I was so happily playing on a swing. My elder sister was helping my mother. Brother asked her to join Kaliyuva Mane, but she did not agree. But I liked the atmosphere. I wanted to join. So I raised my hand until I got the attention of brother. So at an age of 10 years, on a Sunday, I joined Kaliyuva Mane. After a few weeks, I saw children learning so happily. I also started learning from alphabets and numbers. Here, teachers were like my sisters, brothers, and my friends. But 3 years passed. I went home for summer holidays. My mother forced me to go to Bangalore to take care of her baby. I was not happy. After 2 months, I came back to Mysore. I rejoined Kaliyuva Mane and I seriously started studying. In 2012, I passed my 10th standard examination in English medium at the age of 15 years. I was so happy. Presently, I am working in Lalita Mahal Palace Hotel, Mysore, as a front office trainee. Sometimes I ask myself, if I had not raised my hand on that day, where would I have been now?
I cannot play videos of 100 children. There's a limitation. These are the volunteers. As I told you, we opened a school in 2005 with 14 kids. In 2006, something happened. One day, on 8 bikes, 16 volunteers, I mean the students rather, engineering medical colleges, they came to our campus. They told me only one thing, children aren't learning anything here, they are very happy here. So they wanted to volunteer for our school. I didn't take them very seriously, they were after all students. But look at the passion for them, you know. In fact, after 10 years, new students are getting involved in our project. They connect with the kids, that is emotional connectivity. Apart from it, they have brought out T-shirts, and apart from it, they sell our greeting cards in their stalls. More than that, you may not believe, just passion, they have raised 10 lakhs by collecting old newspapers and selling them. They call it as Project Paper Empower. Next question you may ask, there are no exams, there are no standards, how do they continue their studies? That's a very relevant question actually. Our children will take 10th standard board examination in English medium through another recognized school. Any child at the age of 16 can appear for board exam in Karnataka actually. We are utilizing that provision. Results sometimes I myself cannot believe. Till now, 36 children have passed out of 37 who have appeared actually. About 13 children have scored more than 6%. They are appearing in English medium. Thank you. For dyslexic, there is only movie Tare Zameen Par. Unfortunately, 6 children have joined, 2 children have passed with second class. In the videographer is one of the dyslexic boy called Hemant J. He was from a middle class family. Some are in colleges, some are already in jobs. Narayan Murthy visited our school. He never wrote that school is good, but he wrote, I'm so happy to see the wonderful work being done by Mr. Ananth and team to empower the forgotten India. What is forgotten India? What is forgotten India? The rural. Do you know the scenario of rural education system? According to UNESCO reports, India has got highest number of adults in school dropouts. In at least 42% of rural school going children, 5th standard can only 42% of rural school going 5th standard children are comfortable with 2nd standard Kannada textbook. So this is the rural educational scenario. To be very frank with you, Kaliyuva Mane wants to reach every child because every educated person with assets, with values is an asset to his country and to the world. All these out of system children belong to us, belong to the society, belong to the nation. They cannot be ignored. So we have a plan how to reach. Kaliyuva Mane cannot reach them directly. So we have got the plans. One is, this is what when we met Abdul Kalamji, he taught us how to dream. At present, 100 children are there in our school, 43 are resident, for them food, accommodation, everything is being given free of cost. But the impact of the school is more on resident children than day scholars. So we would like to convert this school into a totally residential school. These are the future projects. Next, starting a teacher training institute because we need special teachers for this type of school. Third one, transforming into a replicable model of education system for out-of-system children. Now, I would like to conclude my speech. Before that, I will ask you a question actually. Let us not trim photos to suit the frames, but let us prepare frames to suit the pictures. So thank you very much for giving me an opportunity here. Thank you once more.